Hey everyone, it's Nicole, other known as 334 Bama Girl here on the YT, and welcome back to Affordable Style. And welcome to day 3 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a quick, easy, fun, and affordable gift idea that you can share with family and friends. It's coming straight out of your kitchen or pantry, bar, whatever you want to call it, and given to them as a gift. So if you want to know how to make it, stay tuned. Bye. Hey guys, I am in my kitchen now to show you the homemade gift. What it is going to be is actually flavored vodka. You can flavor vodka with just about anything as long as you follow these quick and easy steps. So I'm going to put my camera down so you can actually see what I'm going to be doing. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what you need. You need any kind of vodka as long as it's not cheap. I would not, and that just depends on you, I wouldn't go out and spend an arm and a leg on the most expensive vodkas. I would get a mid-range or medium price vodka, but I would not use a cheap one because, I mean, for one, you're giving it as gifts and you want it to taste great, but then cheap vodka just is not gonna, So I would suggest a mid-range or mid-price vodka. So here's that. I'm not going to show any brands because I don't want to get sued and I'm not trying to promote anything. So yeah, I'm going to need that. You're also going to need like some bottles to actually put your gifts in. What I like to do is actually use small bottles, recycled bottles. You know, like if you're a wine drinker or a liquor drinker, whatever, sort of save the smaller bottles, the pint-sized bottles and stuff, and recycle them. I don't drink liquor. I'm not a liquor drinker, period. But like little wine bottles and things like that, I do keep. Like this is one here, which is the, what ounce is this? I guess it doesn't have the size or whatever, but I think this is like a half a pint size or something like that. But yeah, I save these little bottles because I make like pepper sauce in the summertime, and these are great for pepper sauces, hot sauces, and things like that. Like I said, for gifts or whatever, but this is a good size. But you can choose whatever size you want depending on who you're giving it to. That's totally up to you, but I do recycle bottles. So I have this little bottle, and if you don't drink, if you know somebody who does, have them to save your bottles or whatever, and you know, rinse them out thoroughly in some really hot soapy water, and just, you know, let them air dry and put them up, and you know, keep them for that. So you need some bottles. You're also going to need like pieces of scrapbooking paper, decorative wrapping paper, whatever you want to use as labels so that you can attach that to your bottles. So I'm gonna go ahead and pan down so you can see what I'm doing. So we are in my kitchen, obviously. Okay, also you're gonna need like a really sharp paring knife or a vegetable peeler or something along those lines. Oh, and whatever you're gonna flavor with, whether it be lemon, oranges, any kind of fruit, berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever you decide you want to use. I'm just using lemon because it's easy and it goes with pretty much everything. Like I said, I don't drink liquor, but I do cook with it and I do bake with it, and I add it to like candies. So that's what I'm going to actually be doing with this before, or as, like I said, I'm going to give it as a gift, but I'm actually going to use this for my baking. So yeah. So anyway, what you want to do is make sure you get your fruit and wash the skin real thoroughly, because that's what we're going to be using to flavor the vodka. So what you're going to do is take your paring knife or your vegetable peeler, and you're just going to take off the skin. You don't want to get the white pit, which is right here. And let me kind of zoom in a little bit. You don't want this white area of your fruit because that's bitter, and you don't want it to be bitter. It's already liquor's already bitter. But anyway, you want the outer skin where all the oils and the flavor is generally located. So what we're going to do is just kind of slice off the peel. So I'm doing it as thin as I could possibly get. And as you can see, no white pit at all. So try to do that. And it may take a couple tries, but you'll get it. But just be careful as you're doing this. Okay? And just get as much as you think you'd need. If you're going to use the whole bottle of vodka, and I think the bottle that I have is... how many ounces? I have no idea. I don't have it on here. Let's see if it's on the back. Well, this is a 750 milliliter bottle, so if it's a whole bottle or whatever, then you probably need to use a couple of of lemons, oranges, or whatever to flavor it. So I'm just doing a little at a time because I'm going to do several different flavors. Because like I said, I don't drink. And I'm going to use it for cooking. And I'm just going to give a couple away, so there. Alright, so we've gotten those little shavings trimmed off. And that's what they're going to look like. And as you can see, the oils are on my hand. And gosh, if you could smell it. I love the smell of fresh lemon. Well, anyway, you're going to add it to your vodka. Now here, I already have some that's been soaking or whatever. And all you do is just put it in the vodka. And this is going to have to sit for a few days. Just a couple, depending on the intensity, is how long you want it to sit. So I'm just popping this in here. This has been in here for like overnight or whatever. So the flavors and stuff have been infused. And let me get a spoon. I'm going to kind of stir things around. Make sure those oils and all that good stuff get throughout the vodka. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm hoping you guys are seeing that. But yeah. You can actually, once you soak your lemon peel, orange peel, whatever, you can actually chop those up and candy them, and they'll be a nice little treat for like cocktail parties or whatever. And maybe if I get a chance, I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, that's what you want to do. And let me see if I can zoom in. Maybe you can see the oils that are actually floating at the top of the vodka, the little bubbles or whatever. Well, that's the oil from the fruit. So yeah, let me zoom back out. Okie dokie. So once you have all of that infused and it's set for a while, you want to go ahead on and get your bottle ready. So let me set this aside while we do that. So again, here is the little bottle that I'm using. I'm going to turn it label side to me. This little bottle comes with like this cute little gold top. So I'm going to take that off. And it has a little screw top inside. So what I'm going to do, and it's already been cleaned and rinsed and all that good stuff. So I don't bother to take these labels and stuff off because they're too difficult. Whoops, they're too difficult to get off. And so you'll be forever peeling and all that good stuff. So what I do is just cover them up. So what I have here is some scrapbooking paper that's sort of like this iridescent handmade paper here. It has like little bitty glittery specks on it. I don't know, my lighting in here is kind of bad if you can see that, but yeah, there it is. It's kind of a shimmery little crinkly paper. So I'm just gonna apply that around the neck of the bottle to hide that little area. So all you need is your paper that's been cut. You can just wrap the paper around and measure it to size, and a glue stick. Simple and easy. It looks like my daughter has used all this glue stick, so we're gonna see if I can squeeze a little out. And no, so hold on, let me grab another. If you don't have, y'all, and I apologize, if you don't have a glue stick, feel free to use a hot glue gun. You know, they work just as good. And it looks like I have been robbed of my glue, y'all. So, if you guys don't mind, I will be right back while I get some some more. Okay guys, I am back. Couldn't find another glue stick, so I plugged up my hot glue gun. We've got a lot of science projects and things like that going on with the last week of school for this year, so I guess they've used them all. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna apply this little paper around the neck of the bottle. So let me get my glue gun. I'm just gonna put just a nice little amount of glue around the top, and then I'm just gonna pop the paper on. So it's easy. Just line it up with the neck and just smooth it around. Be careful not to get into the hot glue. And so once we get all the way around, I'm gonna apply another bead of glue right here to secure that down, and just lightly smooth that over. Okay, make sure you get rid of all the little strings. Okie dokie. So there, we have the neck covered. Okay, so now I have made a label, and all it is a piece of cardstock, and I've made a nice label out of some more of the same paper that goes on the top. And hold on guys, I swear if I'm not doing anything, the phone wouldn't ring. So anyway, here we go. All you're gonna do is just take this little label and attach it to this. You know, you cut it to size, or use, you know, decorative scissors like pinking shears or something, and you can cut a cute little label out, or do like I did. I just used regular old scissors. And then you're gonna apply that, and I'm just gonna use my glue gun as well. Put a bead on top, and then apply my label. And you just put whatever you want. You can actually glue some embellishments to this if you want to. It is totally up to you. So yeah, let me put a little bit more. So I wish I had a glue stick, because I think it would be a little smoother, but we're gonna improvise and do what we do, y'all. So pop that on, and there we go. So we have a label already. And you know, you can actually purchase labels, the decorative ones from the craft store. They have all kinds. I know Martha Stewart has a line of them, so just choose what you want to do. And then of course we're going to cover our label here with this one, so that way you don't have to worry about trying to peel it off. So yeah, see, it fits perfectly. So what I'm going to do again is put some glue on the back of this. Nice little generous amount to make sure that it covers. Okay, there's that. And then I'm just going to cover my bottle, the label, and there. And just kind of hold it there for a second, make sure it adheres really well, and there you go. Your bottle's already covered. And here, let me add a little bit more to that. Oh yeah. Oops. Okay, so there. It's all covered and ready to go. So now what I'm gonna do is find a, here, put that there, get a funnel, so that I can fill up, here it is, the bottle with our flavored vodka. And you want to strain this because you don't want any of the lemon peel in it. You can actually just do one strand of it if you want to. That's totally up to you as a decoration and to let them know the flavor. And let's see if I can find a little piece. I'll use this other lemon. I'm just going to cut a nice little thin, well, if I can get a good one. Here, let's try this again. And get a pretty area of your lemon or whatever fruit you're using. Just get a nice little area there. And you could drop that into the bottle. But I'm determined to get a good one, so I'm just gonna do it like my grandma. If I can, y'all, it look like I'm gonna do it. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna take that strip, cut it in half. Okay, and then I'm gonna pop this into my bottle so they'll know exactly what's in it. But first, let's get this going again. Make sure we get all the goodness out of it. Okay, drop this in, and then I'm gonna make sure that I strain all the little bits as I pour. So I'm gonna fill this up. Okay. All right. And now we're going to put our cap on. And then the little cap that came with it. And there you go. This is a cute, quick, simple, easy gift to make. Your lemon peel in there, and they'll have a nice handmade, homemade little gift. And you can pop this in a nice little gift bag or in a basket. You could do some cheese and crackers and fruit and have a nice little gift to give someone. This would be great for like a hostess gift if you're going to a Christmas party. This would be awesome, awesome, awesome to use. And if you want to, you can add a couple of recipes using this, either for cocktails or for something that you may be baking or cooking or whatever. This would be great. Gosh, I hate to give away all my little secrets, but this would be great with like a lemonade, like gosh, I can't even think of the brand that I use. Well, I don't even know name that, but with a nice fresh made lemonade and add some of this to it, it'll be an awesome little cocktail. Or you can use it in like a pound cake. Instead of using your, like say if you're making a lemon pound cake, you can use this in place of the lemon extract in the lemon pound cake. This will be awesome, awesome, awesome to flavor. Also with like lemon bars, the candy or the cookies, sugar cookies, this will be great, and sugar cookies as well. So many options, but make sure if you're gonna give it to them as something to add to a recipe or whatever, include the recipe so that they can follow the directions and know how to do it. But you can Google and find all kinds of recipes that include flavored vodkas and so forth. So anyway, I hope this was a cute little gift giving idea for you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Again, you can use any kind of fruit that you want to. Just make sure that you let it sit for a while, like say overnight or for a few days, even better, in a nice cool dry place. And once you pour it up, strain it. Make sure you strain it because you don't want any little bits of seeds or peel or whatever in your bottle. You want it to look really pretty and festive. And get creative with your packaging. You'd be surprised what you can't come up with when you actually get down and start thinking about how you could do things. This is just a basic little idea, so take it and run with it, y'all. So here, let me get up here. So whoops, again, try this. Let me know how it works out for you. And until my next little gift giving idea, I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.